It's expensive.
$350 for a barrel.
Yeah.
We live, baby?
Renegade E85.
What are you doing, Gimp?
I'm trying to sit down.
Oh, you know, just
Everyone can watch this process.
What if I just kicked you in your fucking knee right now?
Well, you know, we have a
God damn.
we have a very interesting. I had a. Let me get the mic and get comfortable here.
You have chlamydia?
Yeah, that's what I found out today at the
doctor?
At the doctor's.
The doctors gave him chlamydia.
No, so I show up this morning.
Doctor's like.
So we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know yet. No, so I showed up this morning. So I have like an appointment at 9, which is pretty.
Common.
It's a good time for me because I have to drop the kids off school at 8. I can run. It's in Platte City, like 30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I got to pick the kids up at like 11. So it's usually probably pretty good. So show up and I'm waiting, get in, and the first thing she says is, "Yeah, he's stuck at the car dealership. So I said I'll go get him, but they told me it's gonna be any minute, so I'll be here." So I'm sitting there fucking waiting 45 minutes in the room waiting for the doctor.
Was he picking up his new Maserati?
I don't know. And then so I hear him in the background, and then he comes in and he's got like a student with him. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't really care. But he's like, any like questions or concerns or anything? And I'm like, no, not really. And they're like, have you been taking your medicine, which I was on like aspirin, which was for blood thinner for clots, and then like a anti like I don't know,
inflammatory,
inflammatory, something like that, and then then pain meds, which the pain meds lasted like a week.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have any left even to take anyways, but I wasn't mad about it because that's another story. But so anyway, asked me those questions, and he's like, all right, well, let's take a look at it. And he took my wrap off, and he's like, yeah, looks good. And he's like, he grabs.
God damn, who stepped on the frog?
So my leg is like, if I took it off right now, it's clearly swollen. It's like kind of puffing. Yeah, I mean it goes down and up, and it looks pretty good. And he takes my kneecap and starts going. This kid
ain't afraid to punch old man in public.
This kid's face. I'm sure this like student's face was like, oh, because like it looks rough. I have like my stitches in.
You should take a video of it,
dude. Stitches in and shit still, and he just grabs my leg, and God, hold on, I gotta figure out where we need to have this thing. It's like, okay, anyway, so he's sitting there like he's on my knee, going like this, and I'm like. Oh, but I can't really even feel my knee, honestly. Like when he was grabbing it didn't really hurt, but I was just like
it's not supposed to happen.
Yeah. And he's like, see how much more stiff it is? And I'm
like, feel my cock while you're at it.
No shit. So anyway, they were like, all right, well, we're gonna get the stitches out. They said basically today. This is my 3rd week, so 4 weeks from now, I have an appointment, and they're gonna unlock it, and then every 2 weeks during that next 6 weeks, they're gonna give me more and more, and they're gonna start me physical therapy like later on. But the story gets interesting because they go to take my stitches out, and I'm like, I don't like IVs. That like. I'm not afraid of shots. Blood really doesn't bother me that much, but like IVs and the stitches I was a little worried about because I've never had stitches before, so it didn't hurt or anything like that, but there was something about it. I damn near passed out. Dead ass. I'm sitting there. I haven't eaten, but I was just like sitting there, and I'm like, man, I'm sweating like crazy as she's taking it out, and she looks at me, she's like, well, that's how it starts, and she's like, I'm worried about you. I'm just starting to just drench in sweat. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to breathe like that. And I start losing my vision. Dead ass. You know when you stand up and all the blood rushes to your head and it's like going black almost? Have you ever had that happen?
No.
You've never had the blood rush to your head before when you get up like really fast?
Jesse's a redhead. He has no soul.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
You've never had that happen?
Uh-uh.
Where all the blood rushed to your head? Okay, maybe not. So anyway.
Not this head.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I'm tripping, but I'm telling. Anyway, it's like it doesn't matter. Moral of the story is my visions basically started getting black, and it was like and I was like, ooh, I'm about to pass out. I'm telling him that. I'm sitting there sweating and shit. Man, it was fucking rough. But after a little bit, I drank some water and shit, and I came back to life, thank God. But I was like, that, and I was already running late. I had to go pick up my kids. I'm like, shit, I gotta fucking wrap this shit up and
where's the dikes at? Pull that shit out. Get back
to life because I gotta drive, 30 minutes back home. But I was good by then. But man, it was fucking wild. That was a wild morning.
Shit, if you wanted to pass out, we could have just punched you.
Uppercut, pow.
Yeah.
The fuck is up with his violence today? Yeah,
he woke up and
kick
chose
me in
violence.
my knee. You're gonna punch
it's a
me?
Fucking Wednesday.
What did
man.
I do?
It's a Wednesday, man.
Is it really Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, my days run together. It's bad.
Tomorrow will be Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, see, I work the night of the day, and then the next day is...
So it's weird.
Yeah, fucks me up.
Yeah.
On Friday, I'm like, oh yeah, it's my last day. Nope, you gotta work Friday night.
I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
But welcome.
Yeah, we're back.
What is this, 15, 14? I don't know.
I think it's 15.
Yeah.
I think it's 15. How's your week been
15.
Not bad.
so far?
Yeah.
Mine's good. Mine's been real good.
Same old thing.
Yep.
This last weekend, we had Car Takeover, and Jesse with the Magic Dragon, too. So I guess you can talk a little bit about how everything went, ride down and everything.
Just ride down is typical. Assholes on the road.
Yeah.
Dicking with... The wife took her car. She drove it down there, and it was... I don't know. As soon as we got on the highways, assholes everywhere. You can't... I don't know. Driving for a living makes you not tolerate idiots on the road. And if there's a GoPro in my truck, there would be some very funny shit.
My big pet peeve is when people take their goddamn time turning. Are you scared?
I'm scared.
Are you fucking scared to turn?
I'm scared being that person behind there because I'm scared I'm going to get fucking rear-ended as they're taking their time rolling in. And you're like, we're on a fucking busy-ass street. Get that motherfucker in
I had Cody's
there.
car on the trailer yesterday, and we're pulling out of LSX Killer, turning on the main road there in Bonner, and there's a lady turning in to where I'm pulling out, and she would not turn in. So there's 4 cars behind her, and she's like, come on, go. And I'm like, turn. What do you... Because there's cars coming this way. I can't turn out, and she would not turn in until I pulled out. And there's a whole lane for her to turn in. And she's like flipping me off and shit. And I'm like, why? Go.
Yeah.
So the people behind her were like going around her and I couldn't do anything. I was like, what in the fuck? So I was just staring her down like,
Dude, we're on 50 highway. We go towards Sedalia to get down to the side of the lake we're on. And there was through the rolling hills just east of Lone Jack, there's a place where you can turn around to go the other way on the other side of the highway. And there's this dude in this big stretched out Pete with this big flatbed trailer with spread axles on it. And those things don't turn worth a fuck. So he S's out real hard and then cuts back in, shuts down the fucking eastbound side of 50 highway to make this turn. So she's on the brakes. I'm hard on the brakes with the 4-ways on, trying not to get gas-holed. I basically slowed down to 20 miles an hour in a 65.
Damn.
The old Duramax, she was wide open.
Yeah.
I was like, 10-speed auto. That's a game changer.
God damn. What's the rear end gears in those things?
I think they're 342s. Yeah. It cruises 80 nice. But
Was it pretty windy?
oh yeah, it was windy down there, windy back. The car show was awesome. It was sold out. They only allow 1,000 cars, and it's a 2-mile stretch of road. There was anything and everything. I saw more Mopars and 69 Mustangs, oddly enough, than anything. It was an all-original Daytona, plum crazy purple, 446 back, 4-speed.
Damn.
I was like, that's $1 million car.
Yeah.
It was pristine. Very nice.
That's awesome.
And then
Yeah.
streetcar takeover. The ride back wasn't as aggravating, but just as windy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. We almost watched an awning fly into a Porsche.
Oh shit! It's
Right
streetcar
after I
takeover.
No, it was before you showed up.
Oh, really?
It was just in the
Damn.
morning. Yeah, it was windy as fuck in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
there's-
we got there at like 8:30. 8:45 we were there. We were there till like 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was worn out.
I was worn out.
Wore out.
Same.
We went
Same.
through like 40 waters.
Yeah, dude. We drank a shit ton of
It
water.
was hot.
Gatorades.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I pulled in, so Bro was in the vendor section with Cody and
Cody and Will, our buddy
Yeah.
Will, that he's part of Sound Innovation too.
Mhm.
Cody painted his truck.
yeah.
Cody and Mitch painted his truck.
Yeah, so they were all set up. And they had an extra spot. So when I pulled in, Brett hopped in my car and we swung around. And I got it parked
Yeah.
over there. And thank God they had a little awning and waters and shit. I packed like 5 waters and motherfuckers went quick. I mean, we were I was down. Everybody was down in fucking drinks because
Well,
it was.
when you're on asphalt too, it just
Yeah.
adds to
It's
the
a fucking radiator.
Yeah.
So we were just pounding them motherfuckers, and then Jesse had parked a little ways away and then got moved over with the Flying H booth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was right there by us.
Yeah, so that worked out pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Just it was like I said, it was hot. Didn't see. There's some people there I didn't see that said they wanted to talk to me about my car, but I must have been wondering.
Yeah, there was a few people that were coming over asking about it, and I was just like, you're gone. Every time they come back, gone.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time. But, it was pretty fun.
It was hard to walk around though. I walked around a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go to the other side where the general admission cars were and stuff.
Yeah.
There was a whole nother
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go over there.
Obviously, I didn't. But
Yeah.
I'm about fucking. That first time, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this motherfucker kept walking over to me. I'm like, go sit your ass down. I'll come over.
I sat quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think I did pretty good, actually. I sat
That was good.
pretty decent. I mean, I can't sit fucking forever.
It's hard to.
Goddamn, you just got to stand up, move around and stuff, and sometimes it hurts after sitting for a while. You got to kind of get up, but
Yeah, Brady, that one dude, this one guy came by. He had a camera and shit, and he was spouting off a bunch of crap, and he spouted off that my car was a blown through. He's like, yeah, it's good to see blow through carburetors with a Pro Charger. I'm like, yeah, bud, yeah.
You sure about that?
well, it was like with the 45-degree fucking. Or no, that was mine when we were talking about the or somebody said it was a Pro Charger in my car. But man, it's like you hear it all. You hear his car. I mean,
You could kind of see the carburetor on my side because I got the 4-barrel throttle body, but
yeah,
there's 8 injectors, so.
yeah. I mean, the fuel rails. Is like,
Fuel
come
rails
on.
is a dead giveaway.
Take a slight second. Just
Yeah.
soak her in. Drink her in.
Before you say anything.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You hear it all.
we're not judging anyone that doesn't know,
No.
but maybe
I
ask
am.
before you.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hard.
If you don't
Hardcore
know,
judge.
just ask. I would have gladly told you the setup.
Yeah.
We ain't hiding nothing.
Yeah. Well, they assume they knew. I mean,
If most of the time,
Yep.
Pro Charger's either crank driven or it's got a belt.
Yeah.
nope.
Speaking of that, did you guys go look at Matt Coyle's car?
Yes.
I didn't get up and see it, but it
It's a
looked,
bad
looked great.
motherfucker.
Oh, we should have him on. I think he's just in Lansing
No.
and Leavenworth.
No, well, unless he moved. I thought he was in like fucking Leawood or something.
Oh, possibly.
Well,
Summit or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know.
That car is fucking gorgeous.
He did
Yeah.
fantastic.
What is it, 5 years?
Yeah, a long time.
But I mean, yeah.
He did everything.
Yeah. Take your time. Took his time. It looks good.
Yep.
Yeah. Looks really, really good.
Was it F3 crank driven?
F3 R or X or whatever. It's not a traditional F3. It's
I didn't
an updated-
realize how heavy they were.
Oh, those things are the
think
whole
he's-
bracket's
I think he
real
said like 125, something like that.
with the bracket and all that. Yeah.
Damn. Are you fucking serious?
He's got her pinned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the when his car. Well, I guess that's a story if we have him on. We'll go down that road.
Yeah, we should let him explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can hit it on.
Because he was one of the first F bodies I saw when I came out, and I was like,
that's actually really weird because as much as I've never met, he probably wouldn't even remember, but I actually have seen that car back in Topeka. He went to like he came out one time, and I remember it because I was like, this reminds me of like the Camaro version of Sketchy Vert.
Yep.
And that's the way. Then that was when Sketchy Vert was just becoming like a thing back in 2014, 15, or 2015, probably 14. I don't know, around that time period. But yeah.
Actually, we went to a street race in Nebraska, and Sketchy was there, and it's Sketchy.
Yep.
He was all over.
That's
the
a perfect
place.
name.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot cooler when it was stick shift.
I do wish I would make my firewall like Matt's.
It looked really clean.
You cut it all out. You fucking
redo it.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, so I want to do that and then bring the bars from the cage through and
tie it all.
I mean, there's so much stuff you could do. So
yeah,
it's never ending.
Yeah, maybe next winter if you're wanting to do something.
We'll do we're gonna start the 850 cage like next week. So.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
When Dad gets back in town.
Where'd he go?
He's doing a CWI training for welding inspecting. So.
Gotcha. We saw him.
He'll be able to judge me.
I guess I did. I don't know. You didn't get to meet him.
Yeah, he was there. Him
Dime
and
Stack
Jesse.
King.
Jesse was there too. But my other brother,
yeah, he
Jesse,
was there.
They rode their bikes in.
We just talked about that. Oh, not that Jesse. Sorry.
Oh yeah, they didn't stay super long. They got hot.
Yeah, it was cool. It was good seeing them. Good catching up. I saw a lot of people I know. I haven't seen them in a while. Had a few people mention the podcast, which kind of caught me completely off guard. Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no one said that to me. I was probably had my head on my ass or something.
You were hanging out with your buddies a lot, or just running around.
Yeah, we had
them,
a lot of people from Lawrence come up that we know.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Everybody was really nice that I met.
I did take the top 20, one of the top.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I saw you got an award.
Yeah, Coil.
Yeah.
The NSK truck.
I felt bad because I didn't even realize that they were announcing awards. I was still helping sell T-shirts and stuff at Flying H, and I got a call from Travis at AutoFace. He's like, "Hey, they're handing out awards." I'm like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Yeah, he's calling your name right now." I'm like, "Oh shit." Yeah.
And I was running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out, fat guy running.
Travis, he wants to do a shoot of Zach's car. Because
Yeah.
he has that certain series weld wheels.
Yep.
They're looking for a car to. And Zach's car looks good.
It does look good.
Yeah.
Looks really good. His car got a lot of attention for sure.
Yeah.
I know. I saw Kyle from 1320 came by and snapped some shots of his car.
There wasn't one like it.
No, I like the way it's set up. It looks really good.
He did it all himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn. That's awesome.
I did some of the welding on it. I think
Yeah,
I just did the hot side. Zach did the rest of it.
Right. This motherfucker, he's looking at me like,
He's cracking up.
Did you see the comments on what Brandon Green said on my status? Zach said, Zach was talking shit or something, and Brandon's like, that must be the other guy. Must be another guy. It's like, thanks, Brandon.
That's funny.
I didn't see him there, though.
he was there.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't see him. I saw Quentin. Quentin had his Mustang up there.
I didn't see him.
How cute. He must. Yeah, he was parked right by us.
Yeah.
Twin turbo.
Yeah.
Coyote.
There's a lot of cool shit I've never seen before.
Yeah, that fucking blue Ford rat rod looking thing. That truck.
Oh, the compounded Cummins?
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say there's no way I'd describe
it was
that as rat
Coyote.
rod.
That Coyote it was by Pro Charger.
I didn't see that.
The baby blue. And it wasn't like baby blue, like bright blue. It's over by Pro Charger.
I didn't
Damn.
see it.
It's like kind of slammed on its nuts.
A truck?
Yeah.
Like what year?
Fucking old. Like a 40s.
Oh. Damn.
It was fucking had a Coyote, I'm assuming Pro Charger on it.
Jeez. Looked like a unit.
Yeah, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. Now the truck you're talking about is the Chevy with the Cummins.
I don't understand.
I didn't see that
Compound
truck.
turbo.
I'm surprised it didn't take best of show.
It wasn't in the judge class.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yeah, that was the
They were
problem.
probably out of spots.
He was parked in the regular car show
That
parking.
thing was bitchin'.
Yeah,
that's
Stupid.
it was.
ass.
It would have been probably that. What won best to show that
That
Eleanor
67 Mustang.
car? Or,
Yeah. There was like
yeah,
two down
right
for
by
me.
you. Yeah,
Oh,
that
that
car
one.
was fucking clean as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big old fucking blower boy on top.
That thing was nice. It would be. I think it'd be pretty close between the truck and that. I'm sure, but the truck was eye candy for sure.
Kudos to Justin. There wasn't any fuckery going on.
No.
Everybody maintained low tones.
Yeah, it seemed alright.
Huh?
Seemed like a good time.
Yeah. Everybody was chill. And
I
Hopefully,
haven't heard a lot of
trash and stuff.
I haven't heard a lot about any much negativity. I haven't heard any complaints really, but we heard some things after the last one. A lot of it was the running out of space for like people bought VIP, then get in the VIP parking and things like that. Which I think that moving it the way they did probably fixed that issue because
there was plenty of room. There was tons of room for VIP.
So
people just probably didn't want to. I don't know how much was a VIP spot.
35 or 45.
Damn, me and Zach.
45 for judge, probably.
We split the vendor, and I only ended up paying like $30.
Damn, that's pretty good.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
But Cody had shirts made.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I grabbed one of those.
Skinny's wife made it
Karen.
or whatever. Karen, yeah.
Yeah, they look really good. I wanted one. I like the color ways he did. I got the cream color one.
You would.
Yeah.
Brett, you would.
Yeah.
I got the blue one.
The colors were
blue.
cool. They're different.
It's like teal.
Teal, whatever. Blue.
Yeah.
It's a different shade of blue.
It's blue.
Yeah, Justin had
Kinda green.
Had Nemo there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that newest ZL, what do they call them? ZL 1500s or whatever?
Yeah.
That newest OBS they built.
Yeah, Justin's fucking Frankenstein intakes worth more than my whole motor setup.
Those
nice.
are units.
They look good.
Those things are heavy, those billet intakes.
They're heavy.
Fuck yeah, they are. But they're boost ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not worried about weighting that thing.
Yeah, it's
It's a big bitch.
it is.
She thick.
It is definitely heavy, but moves the fuck out.
Yeah, it's been sevens.
Yeah, yeah. I know he's wanting to push it harder this year, so hopefully it works out.
Yeah.
Definitely hanging in there, but
How about all that ClearView filter shit going on?
dude, yeah, that's
What?
they've been
You haven't seen that yet?
they've been getting dragged through the mud on that. I'm really curious what I want to see a rebuttal, like response from them.
We got to explain it.
Yeah.
So you know what a ClearView filter is?
It's like when the bitches take the selfie and it makes them look pretty.
No, we're not talking about Facebook, bud. No, it's a extra remote mount filter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
like
can
a
look through the
Cletus.
top
Like,
of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
all of Cletus's videos, if you've seen them, where they
Yeah.
look in it, and they were checking for bearing material
Yeah.
for when they were dealing with that.
It's either a filter by itself, or they have an adapter where you can screw like a Wix 51061 to or some shit. So there was a guy that made a big long post about it, saying that ClearView was at fault. His filter was at fault for running material through his motor because of the internal bypass. So in his video, he was going through, the oil comes through, and then there's like a plate style filter. I forget what micron rating it is, like 60 or...
That's pretty fucking...
Yeah. But he's like, the surface area is only this big around, and then in the middle of it is where the bypass is, and he says it bypasses a filter when that opens. So you think about it in your head, it's coming through and it bypasses the filter, and then it goes straight back into the motor. So if there's any issues, bypass opens, there's trash in it, it's going straight into the motor. It's not getting filtered no matter what. So he was saying that in his video, when the motor went together, it was clean and all that. I'm like, I get that, but it's like, what caused it to bypass?
So why would it need to bypass? What's the purpose of the...
If the filter got clogged or anything like that, it'll bypass.
So the motor will still get oil.
Yeah. So, or not explode the
The filter.
filter housing. So, most all high performance oil filters do have an integrated bypass in them. But so he was saying that was the reason why his motor failed is because
if his motor was clean, it wouldn't have put material in the filter, though.
Exactly. So that's where I was going with it. I'm like, okay, so you claim that the engine was clean when you put it together. I don't care who you are. Any fresh engine is not going to be clean.
Yeah.
No matter what, because
you're going to get some shit for the startup. Put startup oil in it or braking oil, and then
at the bare minimum, you're going to have when the rings seat, you're going to have material off the cylinder walls with the ring seating at the bare minimum.
A little bit of ring, maybe a little bit of like bearing material, maybe.
Yeah, no, or a piece of silicone. I don't care.
Yeah.
Something's gonna come through it. But so he was saying that when the design flaw behind it is where the bypass is in the middle of the filter, he cut 4 grooves. And he called them oil galleys, which I guess they would be. So if it did bypass, it would still filter. I'm like, but then did you clean the filter head out after you did that? And then just reintroduce more?
Well, he fucked up. He modified the product. So there's no warranty.
No, but...
And they probably ain't going to warranty your motor.
I don't... See, there's a catch-22 there. It's like, okay, so you claim that... Let's just say his engine was 100% clean. And it did end up munching it. Because of a filter issue. Exactly. What came where? You need to inspect
something
the
break off the filter and then go in the motor? Maybe. But it wasn't... It was your material that fucked your motor up. You should have changed the oil or should have took it apart and further inspected. You had an issue.
Yep.
That's the whole purpose of that filter setup.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just put a regular filter in.
I don't know, but...
Sounds like, the guys...
ClearView had a bad weekend.
Yeah. It sounds like the dude's just trying to get someone to pay for his fuck up.
I don't know. That wasn't his claim. He didn't actually even say that. I think he just said, he's just like, I'm just trying to
help somebody else
kind of thing. I don't want to argue about it. And I mean,
I get it.
I don't know. My point would be like, number one, I'd like to hear ClearView's response back to it, and then a lot of people, there's been people already like modifying their ClearViews and stuff like that. There's no what I'm really curious about is like how many 6-figure plus dollar motors have been put together over the years using that ClearView setup, and just now we're hearing like an issue like that seems really weird.
He was claiming that heavyweight oil causes it. 50 weight oil, okay. When 50 weight oil is hot, it's still 50 weight. Yeah. Because it's just straight. But it's like all of these guys running ClearViews, like you were just saying. I mean, I don't know if there's any, screw-blown Hemi guys running them, but if they are, those things have insane amount of oil pressure. Like if you watch Fuel Tech's like little promo videos with the screw-blown Hemi, at an idle, they're making like 110 pounds of oil pressure. It's insane.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, it has to have a bypass. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
It has to have it.
Yeah, if it clogs, and then you're getting no oil.
Yeah, it's like, if it clogs, then there's a reason why it's clogged, and...
Yeah, you should have addressed it.
Yeah.
Or you got to tear your motor apart.
It's already fucked anyways if it's clogged.
Yeah, I don't get modifying them.
Yeah, I just that's a very expensive filtration system.
$600 just for
for the head, yeah.
Until like unless ClearView literally came out, and because chances are they're either going to ignore it, 1, 2, they're going to have a very like detailed response explaining why that dude just ruined his engine. Very expensive, either engine or very expensive product, and the reasoning why that bypass is there. Like just like Jesse said, they're going to explain like this. Nothing they're doing is like, like they didn't think about that. You know what I mean? I'm sure very smart engineers had designed that product.
Because either way, if it didn't have the bypass, it clogs. Then you're getting no oil in your motor. Your motor's blowing up. Okay, so then you say, okay, it does have the bypass. Well, at least now, yes, it might be getting bearing material coming through the bypass, but at least your motor's getting oil.
I just think, and you possibly could save,
Or
save
You
it
could
quicker.
save a lot of your motor
Yeah.
at least.
Or route it to where instead of, say you're running a dry sump setup, say instead of routing it to where it's straight off of the oil pump, route it to where it's filtering going back into the tank. So the motor's still getting oil if it bypasses clean oil at that point, instead of doing it at the front, going
back in the valve cover or something.
Yeah.
That might be a very
It
interesting.
could be a routing issue,
You
too.
also we don't know that. We didn't see
I've
how it
never
was
bought
set
one,
up.
so
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's instructions where to probably, hey, this is the best route to mount it. Or
Probably,
this
but
is the
who
best
the
route to run the oil.
like we've all installed things. Well, I don't know. I mean, most people install shit without reading the instructions because they just are like, I know how to do this. A lot of people, most people, honestly.
I'm guilty of it.
Yeah, and there's things that I'll do it too, and I'm like, I'll go back and read them. Like, okay, I probably should have fucking read that because
Like some IKEA furniture?
dude, that's the worst. That's
Never
the
bought
worst.
anything from there.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't. It's the worst instructions,
Might just
and
buy
they
it off
take
Amazon.
for fucking ever to put together.
But yeah,
But yeah, I think I'm very curious what their response is. Or, maybe he's correct, and they'll be like, we're changing the product to fix it, but probably not.
Yeah.
So I would just wait until that's the case. I just think it's like, we would have heard about this long time ago, I think, if it was like a major
a
issue.
legitimate issue.
But it's something that, I don't know, take your own thought, put your own thoughts to it, you know what I mean? Run it through your head. It's just some thoughts that obviously we had, and it's a big thing right now. Big thing, and there's people putting their ClearViews up for sale and
Yeah, I saw
panicking
that.
and modifying and going crazy.
Yeah, so if you're in the market for a good used ClearView,
Yeah, maybe
they're out
take
there.
the gamble. You know what I mean? If you want to use your own assessment, you might be able to get a good deal on one.
I don't run one because I don't give a fuck about what's in my oil.
Yeah.
She gonna blow up, she gonna blow up.
Well, the thing with those is you got to mount them to where you can make it accessible. And, if you're that worried about it to where if it is bypassing, put
Another filter.
another like wicks on the bottom of it. If it does, but I don't
Just do
know.
another remote mount oil filter.
Or something, yeah. Put dual filters on it, which is excessive in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if-
More leak points.
Yeah, but I don't know if it would bypass into the wicks.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
he said
just-
it bypasses straight into the motor. It
Yeah.
doesn't go through the filter again.
Well, then
That's
you
what
could
he
put
said.
another filter.
Or if you do put a wicks on the bottom of that has a bypass in it, just
Now-
remove the ClearView bypass.
Yeah. Having said that, he never really showed it actually bypassing. Meaning, he's saying that see, when it happens, it goes straight down here, and it goes straight out of the motor.
I would hit it with some shop air to make it.
Yeah,
to verify the
maybe he
routing.
did, but he didn't do that in the video.
Right.
Yeah, at least not that I saw. I might have skipped past that part. I have no idea, but I don't think so. From what I saw, he just explained how everything worked. Didn't really do that. So I'm not judging because he might be 100% factually correct there. But I think I'm curious what ClearView will say about it, and I wouldn't go cutting them up just yet.
Nah.
So yeah, that's a very interesting point for sure. So what we got? We got Fuel House Car Show.
Cars and Coffee.
Cars and
Saturday,
Coffee.
8 a.m.
Saturday, 8
in Bonner
a.m.
Springs at the Fuel House.
Yep. So
10 to 2 coffee, whatever. Some people don't call it Fuel House. Some people.
Yeah.
Quentin's Barbecue, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you see this, that's tomorrow at 8 a.m. at
8
Fuel
a.m.
House
I
in
might
Bonner.
have the car there. I don't know yet.
We'll see. But if not,
I got a brake hanging up or something. Well, I don't know if it's a brake hanging up. I think the calipers need shimmed.
Shimmed.
yeah. What's your plans for this weekend? You got any?
I'm gonna try to test a truck at Topeka.
IFO.
They're having import face off, which might catch some shit for taking my square body Chevy to
No.
an import.
No, you
But
won't.
it's open all makes and models. And
Yeah, there's a
literally-
Is
lot.
that Saturday?
There's all
Saturday
kinds of
night.
shit there.
Literally, the only reason why I'm
You
going
need a
is
golf
'cause
cart?
I have mine, but I don't want to haul it out there. It's a whole fucking shit show. Gotta unhook, fucking unload it, hook back. Yeah,
Yeah.
But the only reason I'm going is I don't have to take a day off of work, and it's at night.
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty cool.
I mean,
It'd probably be nice and cool. I bet it'll be probably air will probably be pretty decent, and track's probably gonna be torn the fuck up just from all the Hondas and front wheel drive shit and dailies and stuff. But we'll see. I mean, they could be out there laying rubber down and shit too.
Could be some
we have
fucking
no idea.
Hondas out there with slicks on them.
There's gonna be some fast ones out there.
Oh yeah,
stupid fast ones. Probably 7-second rippers out there.
They having the drift and shit too.
Yeah,
I think so.
A bunch of the car show.
It's a fun deal.
It is. I've been to a few of them before,
me
and
too.
it's pretty cool.
We'll go up there, Brady. I'll haul you around in the golf cart.
I'm not. I want to go. The plan is right now. I didn't know. I was telling Jesse I was planning to be out there, and I still do. We'll see how it goes. And the reason I say that is because I didn't know. My brother texted me yesterday, and he's like, "Hey, we got to wire the fans. I got to put the exhaust on. His car's done." So I'm gonna head up Saturday morning and go help him just finish up wiring a couple things, and we're gonna go rip around in the car. We might get it on my buddy's dyno. And tune it, but if not, we're just gonna go drive it around and tear up. It's gonna be pretty fun. I think I'm gonna shoot a video and stuff like that because he got the car done last year and he's been battling that 4L60 and fucking the tune, and it won't. He's not been able to make any power. He's had it for a whole year without being able to have any power. Sounds like a user error. Yeah, it was already fucking deleted when we put it in. So. But
had the Bluetooth gears.
yeah, exactly. So no, he's got a 400 in it now and have Holly on it and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty fun, and we'll do that depending on, hopefully, as long as my knee's not fucking killing me, I might be able to swing out there and see what's going on and hang out. But it's gonna be pretty fun, I think.
I don't plan on turning the world over or anything. I just want to make some hits on it, and because I'm planning on going to Bandimere next month. Yeah. With it, so it's like I need to go to the track. Yeah. At least once.
Yeah. At least try to get some data logs and check out the fuel and everything. Make sure everything looks clean and stuff.
I'm sure all that'll change when I go out there, but
yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Well, at least you have something to work, a base to go off of.
Bring a fucking nitrous kit with you.
Shit, that thing doesn't have any problem spooling here at all, but.
That's a good sign. If it had trouble spooling here, then it'd be probably, or take a while or something.
Yeah, it'd be really bad out there. But
yeah,
I did get a hold of Scott Clark. He said he put me down on his itinerary for that Sunday.
Oh, good.
So he'll give me a hand.
Nice.
So my plan is to leave here. The race is Sunday in Colorado, but I'm gonna leave here probably Friday.
What is it?
It's a truck race. It just so happens it's an all truck race. I'm like, well, shit.
Bring home the money. You could.
I might.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it's there unless like fucking Jason Cantu or somebody comes in here, that thing fucking runs pretty.
Yeah, or if the truck just is not having it at all, But I'll still go up there and putt down the track. Yeah. Get some pictures and memories. And
You'll experience it. You'll make at least something going on down there.
Yeah, so I don't know. But I'm going to try to leave early Friday and get out there maybe Friday night. And then Saturday I'll hit up Scott and be like, hey, let's get some logs of this thing and try to work it over a little bit so when it does come time to race, it's no rush around. And I hate rushing at the drag strip. It drives me nuts.
What we'll probably be able to do a lot is, you're exactly right, is drive it around a little bit, get some 2-step logs and stuff before, and have a pretty good, good idea of what it's going to want to go down the track based on what it's doing here. And I think that, you'll be in good shape. That's good that you're thinking about those things ahead of time, preparing for that. So that's really good. Oh.
Yep.
So when we were out at the out at Street Car Takeover, there was an article going around from Heartland Park about the taxes and shit going on with that, which is, my reaction is like, we're talking about this shit again. It's like fucking every goddamn year.
But yeah, I don't know. I have bad feelings for Chris. Mm-hmm. Paying the owner of it, and I don't know the guy. Just seen what he's done in the past, and it's not good.
Yeah, I don't know much, but I just worry that, what is the intention, I think, is the biggest thing. Is you got a big piece of land, and there's a lot of big corporations that want it. Whether I've heard stuff about FedEx or UPS and different things like that. And, I think that's whoever's owning it has to have good intentions, and the meaning have the love for what the sport is, and love for drag racing, especially in this climate. So, we'll see how it goes. I think what was said was, he's trying to say it's valuated at a lower price, what the city's saying. So that way the city wants more tax money, which he's saying he's threatening not paying. So I don't know.
I don't know how you haggle on what you owe on taxes.
Yeah.
I think it's a bluff is what I feel, is that, you're the city, you don't want to deal with this. So, you either give me a break or I'm going to, cut ties or whatever. But if he wants to sell it, I think one thing is, I think there would be buyers in today's market that wasn't there before, and maybe due to, if they're in a rare breed, but I'm just saying because of they've seen things like possibly what the Freedom Factory was, or what things going on in Florida and some of the excitement that's going on. I think there could be a buyer. If they have, obviously they got to have a fucking shitload of money. But I don't know, I just think there's a different understanding. If let's say there's a big YouTuber or somebody that has a Cletus type, following, or has money like that, I think at least there is a thought or a focus on what's possible. I think that was a big gamble, for Cletus to do that. And then, no one knows what that looked like from that perspective. But now there is kind of an example of what something like that could look like, and the possibilities. So I don't know. There might be some buyers that were there, that would be there, that wasn't there before. But we'll see what happens.
My opinion, when it was shut down the first time, it should have just stayed closed. Because it's been a shit show ever since it reopened. It's never been good, and it's never been bad. It's just been meh. I mean, the road course and stuff is, I feel like it does better than the drag strip does.
Probably outside of summer nats and bracket racing.
Yeah,
that's all they do, really.
How do you rely on that to maintain a track and pay the bills? And
I'd like to see him do some back half shit.
They need to do everything. Everything they can.
Every weekend, they should be doing something.
Yeah.
Or at least once a month.
Where the money's at least what
Not just
fans want to see.
Import face off and then.
Yeah. It's all about what fans want to see. And that you got to pack the house, and what do people want to see. Unfortunately, it's not bracket racing. Not that
they want to see
can't do that. They can do bracket racing too, but you got to open stuff up for no prep, radial racing, whatever is hot. I mean,
do some fucking no trade. You can do just like they did 5 years ago. They had Big Chief showed up, and I forgot, they had Outlaw Street, Daily, Small Tire, Big Tire, and there was a lot of fucking
I think it's all about going back to there's the intention. It's just like, I don't think the love is there for drag racing. They just need a promoter.
They
don't want to. I don't think they have appetite. I don't think they care.
I don't understand it because they have. I mean, Topeka is great, but being ran that you're racing in south, it's laid out north-south. You're racing into the wind 9 times out of the 10, which is fine, but it's always fucking windy. You're in a prairie, basically. There's nothing out there, but the facility is fantastic outside of that. When you actually get past the fact of having to walk everywhere, everything is not bad there.
Yeah.
They got good concessions.
Really good potential.
They got a really nice. The stands are fucking phenomenal for the bleachers and stuff, and then the tower's really nice. The track is, it's an NHRA track, so it's nice.
Right.
Pits are nice. Everything's good. It's just they don't use it to its potential.
Yep.
They should, say they're their season is 9 months out of the year. There should be something going on.
At least every month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There should be 9 huge events a month.
Yeah.
But
it's
that's the kind of guy I am too. About like even my vehicles. Like if I have it, I'm gonna fucking drive it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna race it. I have a race car. I'm gonna race it. I'm not gonna have a track and do 4 events a year.
My father-in-law and I were talking about that. We're like, we're in the middle of the fucking United States. How do we not have something that's huge every month, every weekend? Like, look at Bradenton. They're literally at the end of the United States in this fucking, down in Florida, and the events that they're pulling, it's a packed house every fucking time.
Yeah.
And how can we not have that? I mean,
you just gotta fucking
Flying H, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to at least have somewhere where you could just, people are gonna be hanging out and racing. Like there's nothing.
You don't have to call them. You don't have to fucking
Yep.
look for the bat signal. Hey, they're open.
Well, like US 36 and Mocan, I mean, they do Friday night grudge racing at Mocan every Friday.
Yeah, and
if we had a track 30 minutes away, shit.
They have index.
Hey, what are you guys doing on Friday night? We're going to go watch some racing, or we're going to take the car.
Mocan, they're always doing something.
Have a buddy down there in the car helping them out.
I mean,
it's a track. It's supposed to be getting used.
And not good for them. That's what it's all about. And that's, I think Flying H.
You think part of Topeka's problem is it's so big, they got to have so much people there, and they got to pay all these people. And
just to open it up costs a shit ton of money. Yeah, but it's like you got to take. It's a risk to reward.
How many people would you need? Just some people at the front gate, and
I'd say 20 people.
You could ask for volunteers.
Yeah,
too.
people would if they threw events and like cool events, good events, what people want to go to. People would come for sure.
I bet people would even volunteer to help.
Yeah, for sure. I think so too. If you had the right intention, but there's such a bad taste in everyone's mouth because of the people that own it and everything that's going on. It's just like they gotta come out and be like, we are changing things. We're trying new things. Some things aren't going to work. Some things are going to work. We need your guys' help. We need support. We need to do this. And they came out and said that and just blatantly, literally said that. Just fucking try it. People would definitely.
It just seems like
as long as they say that shit, right?
Like Kentucky, Tennessee, like Street Racing Channel. It seems like there's this. Some no prep race to go to every fucking weekend.
Yeah, because all the little fucking tracks are putting it on, which is
really
good.
Nothing. I know that KCOR group has been doing.
Yeah.
They're throwing another race at US 36.
They're wanting to do an NA race, and then that's the one I saw was the NA deal, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, it's different, Yeah. So, but
just gotta have someone willing to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the whole tax thing is a get out of jail free card for Chris.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's just, well, if you don't want to lower the assessed value of the track, then I'll just sell it and cut and run. Because I don't know what the current situation is on taxes, but maybe he's got back taxes he owes too.
Yeah.
That was a big problem when it first opened. There was the light bill and the water bill were so far behind. It was like over $50,000.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean,
start throwing events. Start trying to make money.
Why would you want to buy a track that's already in the negative right out of the gate?
It's like buying a shitty restaurant. And be like, we're going to keep the same menu and keep everything the way it is. That's literally what he did.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you can buy a shitty restaurant, but you got to fucking redo everything. You got to come up with a new menu. You got to fucking do things. Because otherwise, that restaurant's going to be the same shitty motherfucker.
And I mean, I don't think a test and tune is going to bring in a shit ton of money. But they should be doing more of them.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean... you can make it into test and tune and throw in
like if you're not doing
and everything else. Like you can do things with test and tune.
Yeah.
They do it today. I mean, they say they'll be running a bracket series with test and tune in the middle of it. Do a fucking race and just do something. They do,
or even hey, anyone want to get in a fucking bracket race?
Do index classes, do stick shift
not even
classes.
I'm saying just hey, let's do a 10-car cash days real quick at the track.
Yeah,
Like, why couldn't you do that? Like, why couldn't, I mean, bring some fans. I mean, fuck.
Or that, or
be willing to do it.
like at
open to
Tulsa, I went to one of the midnight drags with my Mustang when I still had it, and it was insane. I mean, literally all of Tulsa was packed at the track, and then during the midnight drags, it was just like a testing tune. But they had, like a small tire and then a big tire bracket.
Yeah.
And then it's just like $50 to buy in or whatever. I'm like, fuck yeah.
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 Or then they had a stick shift class and stuff. I mean, it was.
Well,
I didn't even know they had it.
You think cities would be trying to push for this, like, to keep people from street racing?
Yeah.
Not like, not what we do, street racing, but like the fucking kids out there with their stock shit.
Yeah. A big problem, it's just a buzzkill. I mean, there are a lot of people, at least from my opinion. I have a lot of fun out there, but you gotta, like, I guarantee you, just for instance, if you were sitting there with your buddy and be like, I got fucking $20 on this car, and people started doing dollar bets and shit, and one of the track people saw it, they would probably come over and be like, we're not doing that shit, and fucking, I'm guarantee you Cotton Swab would fucking flip out. Probably. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're just buzzkills. You know what I mean?
It's fun part,
and that's the people that are coming out and paying to be there and fucking load the motherfucker up. That's where all the funnest shit is. So I'm just saying, it's like, there just would need to be a complete attitude adjustment, and a complete, like, hey, we're gonna try.
We just need someone that wants to put in some work and make money.
So, if he says, "Oh, I'm gonna sell it," all we can do is just hope for somebody to come in that has the right spirit, and you just never know who that could be. You never know. Like I said, I think there's people today that would, because of everything going on in the EPA, even in general, and everything, and say, I'm going to stand up. I have money. I want to do something. I want to stand up and make that. Like, this is a great facility with so much potential, and I want to see what's happening.
Shit, I mean, look at what Beaterbomb does. That track's not even near.
Oh, for like I-29.
Yeah, that track is just like Osborne. I mean, it don't have the facilities like Heartland does.
Yeah,
and that motherfucker's packed more than Heartland is.
Yep.
It's risk to reward. You got to take a chance, and not everything's going to work, right? But it's just like you learn, you get better, you make it better.
I mean, people here drive down there to go to that race.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any doubt in my mind people will come, but it's just a matter of, complete rework,
Yeah, throw in a damn Power Wheels race in there for the kids, get some maybe parents out there. And
there's all kinds of shit they can do, you know what I mean? But I don't know. But what do you guys say we wrap this thing up and see everybody next week?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Thing we want to cover. So we got
Cars and Coffee Saturday.
Cars and Coffee this Saturday. So 8 a.m. tomorrow when you're watching this. We got IFO in Topeka. So Jesse should be out there making some rips. You guys want to see Night Train and
we might all three be
some
out
action. Yeah, we might all be out there. I'm gonna try. We're gonna see how it goes.
I'll trailer the golf cart.
That'd be dope. It's pretty nice for that. So, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, you ain't subscribing?
You ain't vibing.
All right.